Next up is Nadia Alicia, Language Project, LLC. Come on up. Nadia, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Nadia. I'm the founder of the Spanish Immersion Learning Center here in the Lehigh Valley. And this here is our mascot, Benji. He is a Peruvian llama, but he was born in the US, so he doesn't speak any Spanish. He's trying to learn his best. And that's exactly what we're here to present to you today. We're going to introduce to you Spanish Immersion TV Virtual Preschool. It's actually an on-demand, subscription-based program for children ages 2 to 5. As we're trying to figure out what this program is going to be like, we're looking at affordability, we're looking at accessibility throughout the entire world and any type of device for parents and children. And we're also looking at quality, making sure that the product is being delivered by a teacher, a preschool teacher like myself, a real Spanish preschool teacher like myself that is going to be able to deliver the quality that we want for our children. Right now, as it stands, Spanish is the second most spoken language in the US and the entire world. Unfortunately, that is not reflected in our education system, especially in our early childhood. And I say unfortunately because our early childhood years are the best years for our brain to take in language. So that is something that we want to make sure that we're focusing on. So even though parents understand the need, they understand the value of the language, they sometimes don't have the skills themselves to transfer to their children or the resources in the community to transfer to their children. So what happens is what happens to most of us parents, we look for online resources, content that we can share with our children so they can learn positively on a device or in the living room, perhaps TV. And we come across content that perhaps is not engaging, not educational, content that perhaps it doesn't have an objective at the end, and of course, ad interruptions, right? So, in my years of having contact with parents and preschoolers, I've been able to validate that we need a program that is a bit more comprehensive, one that is affordable, one that is accessible, and definitely one that is of quality. And that's exactly what Spanish Immersion Virtual Preschool is here. Not sure why it's not going to play the videos, but the program is meant to be watched at home with a parent or independently, like you see at the bottom there. And also, the program can be viewed and facilitated in a preschool that does not have a Spanish program, an in-person Spanish program themselves, child care center, or even kindergarten class or first grade class as one of their like technology and language stations. This is kind of what it would look like when it's put on a screen, perhaps in a classroom. And we actually have an app that'll look just like that at the bottom. That is a private app so that we don't have to deal with any advertising or YouTube content that veers off from the educational component. This program really is research-based. All the instructional strategies that are used are specifically so that children and parents can understand easily the language and they can understand through visuals, gestures, and repetition. That is the basis of it. We're looking with a tier-based subscription model, parent, teacher, and organization models. These are the prices that we're going to be working with for a parent. $9.99, $24.99, and $59.99. And all three of them have access to 3 circle time lessons a week. And they also have access to printable homework, which was seen at the table out there if you were able to have a chance to look through. And the teacher subscription actually has lesson plans and materials already prepared for them. So they just have to kind of put it into a station and facilitate it. And then the organization component actually has professional development as well for Act 48 credits. So why specifically Spanish? Well, you'll be surprised to know that in Allentown, Hazleton, and Reading, Hispanics are actually the majority. And so even though we have this majority, we're not really reflecting that in our education setting. So parents, preschool teachers, teachers overall, and administrators, if you're looking to give your students a competitive edge in education, Spanish Immersion Virtual Preschool may really be something that will work well for you. This is our top competitors. We stand above our competitors in different ways. And this is our projected sales for the first 3 months, and then also 500 subscribers, hopefully, after 3 years. And that's what we're shooting for. And we do have a marketing plan that starts with the Lehigh Valley area, moves on to the Northeast, PA, New Jersey, New York, and then off to the South and the West of the US, where we have a high population of Latinos as well. Thank you.